So what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I guess I'm finally going to do my I don't want to say update, but I guess it is an update on Julian delays, but it's not an update because I'm gonna be talking about Jackson delays too, and basically how it is to deal with kids and how it feels like on the whole family to have kids with delays that are so young. And this is something that I feel like people don't talk about, so it should help, somebody. I had to make sure the camera was still on. I just got some more memory, so yeah, hopefully it don't just stop recording in the middle of my sentence. Because then, I'm not going to re-record it. I'm just not. So, if you're here and that's something that you want to hear about and that you're interested in, continue to watch. And if you're new here, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you to everyone that's subscribed to my channel. I'm getting tongue twisted. And yeah, I really don't have no way that I'm going to do this video, or like no direction that I want to go in with the video. I think I got like 2 notes in this phone as far as what I was going to talk about. But yeah, I guess the first thing I'm going to talk about is like far as just getting them tested, like their process. Like a lot of people don't know how to get your kid tested for any type of delays. Like, I'm going to go ahead and say this. You're going to have a doctor that you have a relationship with. Like, my kids, the first doctor that I took my kids to, my mom passed like 6 years ago. So, she used to go to this doctor. So, when my doctor moved out of town, when I was like 14, somewhere in there, 14, 16, I was in my teens, y'all. I was in middle school, I know, when my doctor moved. And my mom just took me to her doctor or whatever. So, I just started taking my kids, and I started having kids, to the same doctor because you're like a family doctor. So, because some doctors don't like to do it, but what you first need to do is get your kid evaluated. Like, find a daycare that you trust. Some daycares have cameras in them, some don't have cameras in them. The ones that they go to don't have cameras in them, but you can just pop up whenever you feel like it. And I would rather pop up anyway, because I can't just sit here and watch my phone. Because if I could just sit here and watch my phone all day to watch what you're doing all day, I might as well keep you at home with me. Like, bro, like, but I understand like people would be nervous because all the stuff that's going on, at schools and at daycares and stuff like that with kids. But I'm going to jail about mine. Anyway, your doctor will need to sign it's not a prescription, but it's kind of like a referral to that particular daycare that you choose. And like normally what happens is the daycare will go ahead and kind of pre-test and pre-screen to see if your kid is doing anything on this list. Because if they're doing like that and over normally, or that stuff period on that like age gap or whatever, like your child's not going to qualify for any of the therapies or any of that type of stuff. And what your doctor will have to do when you do that, and if it looks like your kid might need some help in physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy, or developmental, like, and this is with daycares, just from like 6 weeks to, I think, 5 years, depending on their birthday or whatever, 5 to 6 years. But your doctor will need to sign that. Then at that point, you're going to go back to the daycare, and normally it's a service coordinator or whatever. You're going to go back to the daycare, and they're going to have the physical therapist, the occupational therapist, the developmental, and the speech therapist. All those people are going to test your kids at different times. Some daycares, you got to stay there with them and let them get tested. I prefer that way so that I can know what's actually going on and how you actually treating my kid, and do you actually even like kids, because some people just have stuff as a job. And sometimes I'm the type of parent, I'm going to check you if you're doing something to my child that I don't like, or I feel like you didn't have to do. Or some people are rough with kids and stuff like that, and babies, and yeah, I ain't here for it. So, yeah, but this daycare, Julian was already going to the daycare, so I trust the daycare with Jackson. And this particular daycare, like, they just let him stay the whole day, and they tested him the whole day or whatever. I think I had to come back one time for him to get tested by the occupational. Neither one of my boys qualify for occupational therapy. And I know a lot of you guys probably like, well, why would a 21-month-old or 8-month-old need speech therapy? Well, Jackson had a surgery in his throat because his airway was covered up. Like, he had too much skin on his airway. So what they did was take the skin around it and like cut that off, kind of like somebody had too much tonsils, so they need the tonsils removed. Well, he had to have the skin in his throat like removed and cut. So speech therapists don't just don't just help people talk and speak proper English or anything like that. They're not like an English teacher. Like, speech therapists help your kids eat. Speech therapists like see how your kids communicate, if they are responding to their name, if they're not responding to their name. At one point, Julian wasn't responding to his name, but and then at that point they get your kids hearing tested to see can they hear. Julian can hear, he just be ignoring you, like he's still a kid. Jackson is 8 months and still don't respond to his name. Jackson, Jax, Jackie, he don't respond to none of that. Like, he's a very friendly, happy-go-lucky baby. Like, y'all know, when I do have him on my channel or have him on videos, he's normally smiling and just chilling, and he's just the happiest baby there is. So, of course, they wanted to get him because he was a good baby. And he's not like a spoiled baby that you can't put down. But when he going through his little teething thing, then sometimes he be doing the most. Let's see. What speech therapists are helping Julian with his speech with far as communication, eye contact, Julian's still not saying nothing. Like, he's not saying mama, dad. Like, if he says that, that's it. But he's mainly just saying dad, and he'll clap his hands and say yay, but he's not saying nothing. And like, he's like on the spectrum or whatever to be autistic or have autism or whatever. So this is my first kid that's ever been this far delayed, and just, normally, you see some type of progression, but I'm not really seeing it. And like, we think he could talk. Like, me and his dad noticed that he says things, and the teachers, like the speech therapists and teachers, noticed that he'll say thank you out the blue, and he'll say it clear as day, real soft spoken, real innocent, like, and he'll never repeat it again. And you'll be like, Julian, what did you say? And he will never repeat it. So yeah, that's one thing that he's getting therapy on. And that actually, since I'm on the speech, he's at like I believe an 8 month, like, it's progress, because at first it was like a 3 month, but it was like an 8 month, and like I said, he's almost 2. And he's doing stuff on a level for his communication as his little brother. So yeah, and they're actually going to increase his time far as his speech therapy to start trying to get him talking. Like, they're going to increase it by, I think, 30 minutes. Like, I think they were doing 30 minutes at first, but they see him 3 times a week. And when they increase it by 30 minutes, they're just adding 10 minutes to that session or whatever, or trying to get him to start speaking. And I bought him flashcards, and like, when we feed him, we try to use the flashcards, because that's the only time he's going to actually sit still that long. I just ordered some flashcards off Amazon, and we're trying that. We're not really seeing no progress, but we're going to just try, because basically that's what the speech therapist said. It's the only thing that really can help, because she couldn't think of anything else that will help. Yeah, I knew I had one to talk about that. And we finna do his 6-month conference. He been there like a little minute. He's also getting physical therapy. You guys know that if you watch my Get Ready With Me, that like mini routine that I did that time that I did it, like, I moved and a lot of stuff had just been all over the place. But you seen that I put him on braces, and the braces is helping Julian Forrest with his feet from going like this, because I'm pigeon-toed too. I'm pigeon-toed, my oldest son pigeon-toed, like, but my oldest son dad's pigeon-toed, but his feet go like this, and they're trying to make it straight. His leg is kind of bowed. They're trying to bring it like straight up. So that's why he's wearing the braces, and like his feet are like, his tone on his feet are not like straight. They're like that or something like that. Like, his tone is not right, and yeah. And people was asking me, do they have to break his legs like they did back in the day? If they wanted to, I wouldn't let them, because it's not 100% sure or 100% certain that y'all gonna break my baby legs, and he gonna have to go through all that pain to re-heal, and hopefully that it be right. Like, hopefully it be right. Like, nah, bro. You just gonna have to learn how to walk just like the rest of us, the straight way. I would do the braces, and I would do that because eventually that stuff catches on. Like, they already went from his whole leg down to like the middle part, like his calf part, and that all's been working fine for him. So we just gonna let you use that. They put him on like little, I don't want to say like bungee cords, but to me it looked like bungee cords to help keep his feet straight, so they would not go in while he's at school. Like he keeps his feet straight or whatever, and it helps his legs and helps with him walk. But I don't like it because like it keeps him straight, but at the same time, Julian is not like when normal kids run. They bend their legs and they bend their stuff. They bend their knees or whatever. They bend their legs at the knees and they run and stuff. Like he just straight. Like it's like he'll march and then he'll start running like a marching pattern instead of like a regular running pattern. But he be gone, y'all. Like he learned how to walk and he be gone. So yeah. And the other thing that I was just gonna say is that's what physical therapist is developmental. Like I said, I'm not saying nothing drastic with that, but I'm also the type of parent, and his dad is the type of parent that we both know that we have to actually work with our kids too. We can't just send them to school and be like, oh, well, whatever you need to know and need to learn, you're going to learn it at school. Like, y'all quit doing y'all kids like that. So, yeah. What else was I going to say? I was going to say something else about Julian. With Jackson really is not that far, like, behind, but at the same time, we catching Jackson real young. We didn't catch Julian. Like, to me, anybody that's like 1 or before they even get 1, to me, I'm catching you real young because your brain, like the first 3 years of your kid's life is the most important time of their life. So to me, we still caught him like fairly fast. But Jackson is not as delayed as Julian, but it's weird enough because Jackson's a child that I didn't think was going to need any type of therapy, any type of nothing. I thought, he's a little behind, but he's not a lot behind. Jackson's doing some stuff at a 1-month level, other stuff at a 4-month level. He's 8 months, so he's not that far behind, but if you just let this stuff manifest into whatever, like, they'll forever be behind. So, me and their dad is working on that. So, yeah, I had just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about that. And as far as, like, any advice that I could give parents, like, dude, like, it's not y'all fault. Like, I have 4 kids, and, like, 3 out of 4 of them needed some type of help and some type of therapy. Like, my oldest son is on track now. Like, he's very smart. My little girl, she never really they needed, she got speech therapy, but Crystal can always talk, so I don't even understand how she qualified for that. She could always talk. She always fed herself right. She always was real independent. Like, y'all, the little girl versus boys is like 2 totally different worlds. Like, Crystal has always just been a little woman, like a little lady. I've always called her a little lady because she's always been independent and can do it herself. She don't want your help. Mind your business, and she can do it herself. Like, she's always had that type of motto. But, like, it's not your fault. Like, with Carter, Crystal, Julian, or Jackson, I didn't drink. I didn't smoke. I didn't do anything to, like, make them have a disability or have a delay. Like, I know that that's not why everybody kids with delays. I know that it's not why they have delays, but sometimes it does play a part in why your kids have delays. So, yeah, like, dude, like, don't compare your child to another child is what I was going to say. Like, other kids is doing this and doing that. Like, if you do that, you're going to make yourself feel bad. And you're going to be like, well, dang, what am I doing wrong as a parent? Or what did I do wrong as a parent? Like, why isn't my kid doing this like the rest of the kids? And, like, just don't compare your kids because it's going to be stressful. And all honesty, like, it's real stressful knowing that your kids have, like, a delay or anything like that. Like, it does take a toll on you because you just want your kids to be the best they can be. And you want to do the best that you can do to help them prosper and help them grow. So, like, don't compare your kids or whatever. Like, you're doing the best that you can. Keep doing the best that you can, you guys. So, like, this video is already 13 minutes long. Y'all know I do not make long videos. And I'm not finna start now. So, I had just wanted to get on here and just kind of give you guys an update about what's going on. And some people had questions on how to get your kid and those type of daycares. How does that stuff work? So, I answered those type of questions. I know I'm going to think of like 20 more very important things I feel like is very important that I forgot, but it's like the boys are just now asleep. It's 11 o'clock and they're asleep now finally, so this is the time I'm doing this video. Jackson is up, so yeah. Hopefully this helps somebody. See you guys on my next video. Be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself or whatever. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on all my social medias that's down in the description. I need to go ahead and get on there and go ahead and make it. So, see you guys on the next video. Thanks you guys. If you got this far in the video, thanks you guys for watching or whatever. See you on the next. Peace.